It's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. I'm sick. If you didn't figure that out in the first 30 micromilliseconds, yes, I am under the weather. But I am still filming today's weighted meeting topic because it's not that tragic to do it. So, yeah. It is what it is. Glad I work from home. I have my Diet Pepsi. That's what I crave when I'm not well, because it's just the cold and the caffeine and that bubbles just helps my, I don't know. Enough about me. It is weigh-in day. I did not attend my meeting. Big surprise there. Yeah, I did not feel up to it. Even if I did, I don't think people who sound like this should be at a meeting because people get like crazy. So I did not go. I've been in the house the last few days. I was feeling better. Now I'm feeling worse again. So it is what it is. Luckily, tomorrow's video is already filmed. I just have to do an unboxing today. It will not take me long, so it's all good. How'd you do on the scale today? I was up 0.4. You know what? Honestly, I didn't really care today. I'm going to be honest. When you're sick, you just, I did not eat or anything. It's just, I think I've been drinking a lot because that's one thing I feel good about. I have my water, I have my tea, I have my soda. So yeah, I've definitely been hydrating. So, and I call this a wash. I don't worry every week about what my weight is. I don't sit there and go, oh my gosh, I'm up, I'm down. Honestly, you've been here long enough to know that it is what it is some weeks, and when you're sick, that's priority. I don't sit there and hyper focus on my weight. Life is short, people. Let's not hyper focus on our weight. So let's see what the weekly technique is. How to make activity feel more fun. Well, this is not my topic. I do not like activity. I don't. I did not do any activity during my weight loss journey other than just housework and where I was a teacher's aide. So that was the only movement I had for, I would say, the first, oh my God, probably till I made goal, honestly. And I was 270 pounds. We'll get to that. We'll get to, the dangers of that. I don't know if they're going to talk about this here. I haven't even looked at this yet. But you should think it's fun. You should enjoy it, because you're doing something you don't enjoy, you're not going to want to do it. It's kind of like food. If we're not eating the food we like, we're not going to want to eat it. So the same thing is with activity. Find something you enjoy. Maybe it's line dancing. I haven't looked at the thing yet. Just giving my spiel. Maybe it's line dancing. Maybe it's walking. I tend to take the dog out a lot. He likes to go out with me. So that's great. Having a dog helps because they like to go out with you. So you have to enjoy it. Don't do things because, ooh, if I do that, I'll burn X amount of calories. Ooh, if I do that, yeah, that's not sustainable. And we're here for lifestyle. Don't make activity the focal point of your weight loss journey. It can't be, because especially a lot of my subscribers are my age and older. And that's a lot to consider when you're starting an activity. We'll get into that. I don't know. Hopefully they'll mention that, because it can be dangerous. It can be. Whether the new year has excited to move you more, that fresh start effect has already started to fade, which it does come the end of January, but that's totally normal. Building momentum with a little help from your friends, family, or coach community will help you. That's why it's so great to have the Facebook group. I really feel that is key to a lot of us, having people there that get it, that live the same lifestyle as you do. Because let's face it, some of our family and friends don't have to worry about their weight, and they look at you like, oh, come on, let's just go, or you just don't worry, it's just food, just don't eat it. We all hear these things, but your community, your weight loss group, your coach totally understands, because they're living that life with you. So try this. Which sounds most like you? I love energy of a group. Meeting new people is fun. I prefer being active alone, but with encouragement. I enjoy being active with loved ones I trust. Of course, see a lot of this. So you pick which one sounds like you. And this is all on your Weight Watchers. I look at it on the laptop on WeightWatchers.com. They have the weekly technique. We've also found it in the app. It's under www_techniques. And you join that group and connect. And then you still have to find it, because it's still not easy. I don't know what they were thinking putting it there. But if you have trouble finding it, let me know. I have a quick little video to show you how to get there. So I love the energy of a group meeting. Meeting new people is fun. Join a local sports league. It's sports league. You got 150 pounds to lose. You're not joining no sports league or a hiking and gardening club. See, this is where their disconnect is. They're dealing with people who maybe are at or close to where they need to be. I deal with people every day who have hundreds of pounds to lose. No joke. I had over 100 pounds to lose. I get it. At 270, should I be doing any of these? Oh, no. First thing I want to preface this with, which I don't know if they've put that in here because so far I haven't seen it. You need to check with your doctor. Because let me tell you something. Carrying that much weight around is not good for your body or your heart. So for me to sit there and say, oh, go join a sports league or go join a hiking or gardening club, that might not be the best fit for you because you're not ready for that. My advice, check with your doctor. Always seek the advice of a medical professional. Like I'm taking this nutrition class and they always tell us, don't tell people this, don't tell people that. That's not your job. So this is not my job to sit there and tell you, join this, do that. Because honestly, at 270, I couldn't do that. And I was in my late 40s and I couldn't do that. And it could hurt you doing stuff like that. If you're not ready, if you're carrying 150 pounds on those ankles, I don't know if I'd tell you to join an activity or a hiking group. 150 extra pounds. That's extra pounds. Not even the pounds you have regular. Like we're just talking about those pounds you need to lose. So I kind of get a little disconnect here. This is not for everyone. This is for people like me who are at maintenance, or close to maintenance that, yeah, this is something I should do for activity. Weight Watchers, really? Set activity goals and check in with a supportive person weekly. Check with your doctor. You know what I'm saying? People have heart attacks all the time because they're too heavy and they're doing things that they shouldn't. I'm not telling you to do any of this. I'm going to sit here and be probably the oddball and say, you know what? You have to start out small. I would say just getting around your house, getting yourself hygienic, do your hygiene, cook your dinner, keep your house clean is an activity, is a chore when you have 150 plus pounds to lose. I know. So I don't know if any of us out there are ready for some of these. Some of you are. I would suggest losing a minimum of, if you have a lot of weight to lose, of 50 pounds. Get some of that weight off of these joints so they can do these things. They can join the activity group or the hiking group or the gardening club or a sports league. That was my favorite one. Who's joining a sports league? I'm not even joining a sports league. And I'm a little bit over goal. So yeah, some of us have never exercised. So you want us to join a sports league? Yeah, no. We need to get a minimum, especially like I said, if you're close to 300 pounds, you need to lose at least 50 before you do any kind of movement that they're mentioning. Set activity goals. Always should set goals. Like I said, sometimes it's as simple as cleaning, taking care of yourself, cooking dinner, cleaning up. Like, do you use paper plates because it's too hard to stand there and do dishes? Like, try something like that before you joining a activity, hiking, or a gardening club. Make a regular walking date with a pal in real life while catching up with over the phone. Walking is great. I love walking. It is a weight-bearing exercise. But if you're not ready for that, if you have way too much weight on those joints, I wouldn't even suggest that. That would be unprofessional. It would be, go out and walk. You just start around you can get hurt. You can get hurt. You fall with 150 pounds of weight to lose, something's going to break. So I say, work on your food. Work on getting that weight off. Let me tell you something. And I'm here, God's honest truth. I lost 116 pounds just doing regular activity like my job, my house cleaning. I didn't do anything. I didn't even really walk much. Just walked at school, maybe I might have walked in the schoolyard. But I didn't do anything where, I was hitting goals on, which I don't even have it on, hitting goals on my Apple Watch, because that wasn't, that's going to come later. When you're at goal or near goal, that's when you do those things. That's when you join a sports league. I mean, seriously, 270. Denise, go join a sports league. They would have laughed at me. And I would have gotten hurt. Leverage your WW community. Engage often with Connect. There's a lot of good groups in Connect. It is a heart platform, but there's a lot of good, if you're alone, post in Connect. Join some of the groups there. There's groups for everything. Pet lovers, over 60, 100 pounds to lose, 200 pounds to lose, foodies, LGBTQ. There's every group imaginable. Go check out the groups and see what resonates with you. And then start posting in there and start connecting with people. That's what connect means. We connect. It's not the best platform, I will tell you, but it's better than nothing. So at this point, we have, if you have nothing, that's something. Or make sure you join Dish with D's crew on Facebook. It's a very active group. We are growing by leaps and bounds here and there, and you are absolutely welcome to join us there. Share goals and wins on Connect. Yes, people will cheer you on there and in our Facebook group, because sometimes we just need somebody to go, good job, you rock. Because confidence builds more confidence. When you feel good about yourself, you can tackle those hard things. And when somebody's telling you you're never going to do that, that's why I don't want to set you up for failure. To have you join these things at some of our weight is not the best idea. It's just not. I want to set you up for success, not failure. Not, you don't want even activity. Winded like that. That's not good for your heart. That's not good for your health. We're unhealthy as it is being overweight. We can't put unrealistic exercise in there. You'll get there. You will, because after you lose a significant amount of weight, you're going to see you're not out of breath as much. You can go up and down those steps like nobody's business. For me, I couldn't climb on the chair to get something off the shelf. I couldn't push myself up. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. So after I lost, I would say close to 60 pounds, I went to get, forgetting, I put the chair there. I jumped right. I'm like, oh my God, I can do this. And now I get on the chair all the time. It's like, I can. You will get baby steps. You can't just jump into a hiking and gardening club. I don't even understand why they came up with this. I like Beth Jane, but this is totally wrong. But it's nice that, I do like about the community. I do like that. Post an activity photo and connect. Ask a fellow member to join you. And here's the fun part. I have my own activity group called Glam Squad. I posted my group pretty much a lot about it. We meet Monday through Friday, 2:30 Eastern time, for a walking video with Leslie Sansone. It is a 1 mile walk. We do not do 1.5. We do not do 2. And I've been doing it since 2020. And I only do a mile. Why? Because do what you can, not what you think you should. That's huge. Walking a mile is great. And if you want to come join us, it doesn't cost you anything. I post in the Facebook group the room ID and the password. Lori Mashburn, you probably know Lori from the lives. She hosts Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I host on Wednesday. Her number is a 333 number. My number is a 289 number. Those numbers are always the same. Anytime Lori hosts, that's her number. Anytime I host, that's my number. When I do my Zoom lives, same number. So I try to make it as least confusing as I can with one number. You're all welcome to come. Again, you're not going to come in that group walking a mile. I couldn't do it. But you come in, you meet the girls, you do the best you can. You don't need to impress anybody. You're not in there to keep up with Leslie, the gang, or me. You're not. You're there just to get a little bit of movement, and you will work in it a little bit more if you're ready. Remember what I said. I don't want my 150 plus pound girls to come in there, because I don't want to see you get hurt. And let me tell you something. You can get hurt exercising with that amount of weight. But I'm telling you, losing weight is probably, I'm going to go on a limb and say 90. People would say 85, but I'm going to go on a limb and say 90 because I did it, is what you eat and the amount that you eat. It's not the activity you do. I did not do Glam Squad till I was at goal. And I still lost weight. I made goal, I made lifetime without any of this. So it can be done. It can be done. Especially, like I said, a lot of my subscribers are 55 and over. I have 70s, I have 80s. Would I sit there and tell an 80-year-old woman to go join a sports league? I don't understand. I feel I'd be afraid that she would get hurt. And, it's not my place to say that. Your doctor's place to say what activity you're able to do. All right. Write a plan to amplify your activity. I'm going to involve Dish with D when I walk on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's, and then what's nice about Glam is after we work out it's usually 20 minutes, we chat for 10 and we just catch up on the day, and something's bothering us or we're having a bad day. You know, somebody went and got Weight Watchers that morning and got weighed and they were up, and they just put it out there, and we're there. It's a community. It's a true community, and you see everybody's face, which is such a connection. Think about the most fun you've had the last few weeks, or when you felt especially inspired or encouraged. Chances are other people are around. Your BFF, family, friends, friendly faces in the WW workshop, an energetic room of congregate. I don't know what the heck that word. I'm too tired to read. Humans thrive when we connect. That is so true. Or feel supported by others. That is so true. Infuse that energy into your activity routine. It's likely to feel more enjoyable, so you want to do it more. Sharing in the activity experience with others can also build confidence. It's all about confidence. It is so all about confidence. And rev up that intensity to make you feel whatever you feel easier. Remember, it's up to you. It's not up to me to sit there and say what to do, because honestly, I don't live your life for you. It's up to you and your doctor to say, hey, you know, this is the activity I think is good for you. Lots of people struggle with getting and staying active. It's normal. It's funny. There's people that love exercise, and there's people like me that kind of like, yeah. And I think I'm that way because I knew that was not in my weight loss journey. So I knew that from the beginning, that was not going to be a reason I lost weight. And let me tell you something. If you're exercising on your weight loss journey to lose weight, you're going to have to exercise to keep it off, because your body gets used to burning X amount of calories. So my body's not used to exercise to lose weight. I exercise to tone up, get some of this loose skin, and then things sag after a while. And, good skin care and good body care is important. If you have like cellulite and wrinkled stuff, there's lots of good creams out there. Infuse your energy into your activity and routine. Is likely you feel more enjoyable, so you want to do it more. Sharing the activity experience with others can also build confidence and inspire you to rev up the intensity. Well, sometimes that's to be a little bit more competitive. I'm not competitive. There are people out there that are, and that's what the Apple thing, I think that broods a lot of competition. When you see what people are doing, you want to do better than them. Honestly, I don't follow a lot of people anymore on there, because it's not about you beating me. It's about you doing best for yourself and me doing best for myself. And if beating me makes you feel better, that's pretty sad. But you just need to do what you need to do. And you don't need to follow anybody. You don't need anybody to see your activity. It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business. Lots of people struggle with getting and staying active. It's normal, but moving more is key to strategy for losing weight and keeping it off. Almost 2/3 of Weight Watchers Success Registry members reported being active at a moderate intensity for at least 30 minutes a day, most of the time, or always, compared to 14.8 of the study stable control group. Finding ways to make moving more your body something actually you like, or dare we say even look forward to doing. Like, I always think dancing is one of the things a lot of us love. So I feel like when you're ready, you should find, like, in your community, like a line dance. And a lot of senior clubs have them, and that's a lot of fun. But it's interesting. It's interesting that this is what they said. They're saying active. They're not saying exercise. They're saying staying active. So they're not saying exercise, which is interesting, because activity is different than exercise. Activity is just movement. Activity is just movement. It is not exercise. So that is the difference. So they're basically saying, and I feel too, the more weight you lose, the more you're going to be able to move. And that is key. Don't try to do it too early, because you'll come up against that wall and you're going to be like, I can't do it. I'm a failure. You're not a failure. You can't do it because you shouldn't do it. You have to be at a decent clip of weight loss to do some of these exercises. Take it for one who's been there. 270 pounds, I couldn't even lift my legs up. I got winded at everything that I did. And is that good for my heart to be winded? No. So you sit there and you focus on your food intake, and you get a decent amount of weight off. And then we move to movement. Movement is the second pillar of our journey. It first is food, and finding a better relationship with food and keeping food at bay. Then we work into movement. You can't put movement ahead of food. You're setting yourself up for failure. And like I said, it's not up to me to sit there and tell you what to do. Because again, I wouldn't do that, because I would not want to be responsible. Oh, you should do this and you should try this. No, that's just not my place. You're to ask your doctor. He knows you best. She knows you best, what you should be doing and what they could, ask for you. They'll steer you in where you should be. Okay. 3 fast facts. This is something new. Support and encouragement from others helps us move more. Maybe. When people trust, believe in our ability to be active, we're most likely to believe to do it. When we add activity to a healthier eating pattern, we can lose more weight than if we only change what we eat. I don't believe that one. I'm living proof of that. I'm living proof that it is what you eat and the amount of food that you eat. Remember, activity is just supposed to enhance our journey, not be the reason we lose weight. Because if you sit in that cycle, you're going to be fighting. You'll be on that rabbit wheel or that mouse wheel, hamster wheel. Fill that wheel. That's why people are on that wheel. And if you're at the part where you can work out, if you're at that part of your journey, then only thing I would suggest, after checking with your doctor, is do it every other day. Have a day of rest. Have a day of exercise. Have a day of rest. Have a day of exercise. Like, work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Have off Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend. You definitely shake the weekend off. I'm just a firm believer in that because, again, are we going to be doing this forever? I don't know. You know, that's why it's to do something you enjoy. That's why I always tend to do walking and taking the dog out. He's always wanting to be walked. That's a reality. So that is something I can do. So that is things that I keep in my mind, you know. Be intentional. It's my word from last year. Now it's finding joy. Finding joy in my activity. Finding joy in things. Not happiness, joy. So if I'm not finding joy in that comes from inside. Happiness is superficial. And I did explain that on my word of the day. So this is week 3 on the 4 keys of weight loss. Wow. I can't believe we're in week 3 in January. Wow. We talked about tracking, we talked about weight tracking, and we talked about activity. So what's next week going to bring? I don't know. So that is it. I thank you for putting up with my voice. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with D for a realistic approach to WW and weight loss. You know, I'm pretty realistic here. I don't pull any punches. I don't, and see your doctor. That is the biggest advice. Taking this class, it says every time, make sure they check with their doctor. Make sure they check with their doctor. So yeah, it's huge. You know, you don't want to take the responsibility of telling somebody something wrong. So definitely check with your doctor. I hope I feel better. I have to film an unboxing. And you will see me tomorrow for a little meal prep. It's not real big. I did only a few things. I did make no-cook pizza sauce. I keep calling it no-bake. It's no-cook. I kept saying no-bake. Peter's like, Mom, you kept saying no-bake. I'm like, I don't feel well. That's why. So no-bake pizza sauce is coming your way. 0 points, of course. So I will dish with you another day. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed. I think I already said that. I will leave a couple videos here. If you haven't checked them out already, I highly recommend. And or maybe they're probably over here. And I will dish with you tomorrow.